Day 6 morning. I just smacked him in the face. Bouncer's dropping us off. Yay! We're back at Hogpen. Lisa and I are taking off. Woohoo! Thank you so much.
Guys. I hope I see you down
We
the
will
trail.
see you again.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely will see me again.
Yes. Because you're going to be following Sticky Buns, so we'll see him again.
See you guys after. Happy
Thank
trail,
you.
guys.
Say bye to Aussie.
So
Bye, Aussie.
All right, let's go get
I will never understand why you have had all morning to go potty and you have to stop as soon as we get on trail. All right, here we go. Starting the hike with a full pack again. Full pack including food resupply. Back into the, what is this, Mark Trail Wilderness? I thought we were going to be in the Raven Cliff Wilderness. I guess we've hiked past that already. Unicoi Gap, 14 miles. That's where we're heading to by tomorrow to get picked up. Away we go. Above the clouds. It's that white film that you see, are clouds, and then the peaks are above them. It's so pretty. Such a cool effect. Like majestic when you're above the clouds like that. Right, taking our first little break. Needed to go potty. Like, seriously, it hits and it's like, stop! I need to pee! It's like, oh, little man's shaking now. I took his puffy off because he seemed like he was getting warm in it hiking, and now he's sitting here shivering, so we better get going again. Hi, baby. Oh, you're doing so good. So it's supposed to be raining, and it's not. So we're shedding layers, and I shed his layer. I was supposed to be carrying him, and I'm just waiting until the rain hits.
Yeah, exactly. Which maybe by some miracle it won't.
Maybe it might not hit till we get to our campsite. So the goal today is to go 7.3 miles to a stealth site that, according to the comments in Far Out, there's a good stealth site just beyond this one water source. If it's not there, or if it's full, then we have to go 2 more miles to an actual campsite that hopefully isn't full either. So we'll see how far we end up going today, but it is 1.7 in so far. And we're doing well.
We are.
We feel good.
Feel good.
Yep. All right.
Even with our full packs.
Even with the very full packs. But I'm not carrying my dog with an extra 5 pounds today, so far. All right, here we go. Made it up. I have to look what we just climbed up. We just climbed, and we got views. Because it's not raining. We got views. And there's Lisa.
Oh,
Woohoo!
it's so beautiful.
It is.
Wow.
It really is. Whew. We haven't seen much water today, so this is our first real little water source and sort of stream crossing. Not really. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
We got some views over here. Actually, we've had pretty good views all day considering it was so foggy on the drive up here.
Yeah.
But it's been nice. Okay, so we are 5.5 miles into our 7.3 mile goal campsite, which hopefully will be there when we get there. Walking on a pretty ridge line right now. Got some views. Still not raining. It was supposed to rain today, but we got backed up to be starting in the evening and overnight. So I'd like to get set up for camp before it starts raining, and then it's supposed to stop early morning and start again mid-morning. So hopefully we'll have a little gap, if that turns out to be accurate, to actually be able to break camp without it raining as well. So hoping that we stay on target. We should, without any problem, to be picked up at Unicoi Gap tomorrow. Lisa and I are doing great. Feel good, and yeah, I guess we'll see what ends up happening in the next days and weeks with the rest of the tramily, but it certainly was fun while it lasted. at camp. Night number 6 already. Just me and Lisa. Oh, we have to talk about Lisa's new trail name.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. We'll do that in a sec. But we got this cute little campsite, stealth site. This is the one that was 0.3 from the water source that we were just at and we were looking for. No one was here yet. Yay! We claimed it. We claimed it early. We knocked out 7 miles really fast today. 7.3 miles really fast. So it's supposed to rain all night, like basically 100% chance of rain all night. Everybody is going to Blue Mountain Shelter. So there's probably gonna be like 3 dozen people crammed into that shelter or with their tents around it. And we have our own little private site just a couple miles before it. So whatever, we'll knock those miles out in the morning, get to Unicoi Gap, get picked up, and then we are slack packing for the next couple days.
So excited.
I'm not going to turn it down when I have the opportunity to do it. When I'm already paying for it and it's part of the hostel, doing it.
Yeah.
So yep, so here's our little site. It's been sprinkling off and on since we got here, and it's gonna start raining in probably the next hour according to the weather forecast. So
Hey, best friend.
Zoe, hey, Mommy has her tent set up with her sleeping bag in it.
Warmer and softer.
Sophie, this is not your home. Luann.
He's like, it's dry.
Little buddy, he went 7.3 miles again today. Of course, he got a 0 yesterday while we slack packed. But yeah, he has literally hiked every single mile of this so far. And here's what I've been doing after I changed into my camp clothes. There's the foot status. Doing better, honestly. Doing better. They're healing. This is 2 days after it happened on day 4. I slack packed on them on day 5. I now hiked on them with my full weight, gear weight. So they've got 14.3 miles on them since it happened, and I think it took about 3 miles for it to happen because I started feeling it at the top of Blood Mountain, and it's 2.4 miles down from Blood Mountain. She had this tape, and it's like the self-adhesive stick-to-itself tape. So this has worked wonders because just the gauze and the medical tape was not going to stay in place. So a combination of this with various different types of creams and that tape, you can see it's still got some open wound parts in it here, but for the most part, sorry, I'm getting way too close, it's not focusing very well, but for the most part, they're healing up. Rain, rain, rain. And it's gonna rain all night long. Like 100% chance. All night long. It's 3 o'clock. I'm so glad we got an early start. We busted out the 7.3 miles. This campsite was available. We would have probably made it to the shelter, but it's been raining off and on since about 1:30, and it's like really starting to come down now. So just gonna cozy up. Editing videos, I have no service at this site, so you can run in. Sound asleep. Getting harder. This is what we're gonna do for all the rest of the night. But we're gonna stay warm and dry and cozy. Hi. Well, it is the end of day 6, and I have been in this tent for like 4 hours already. It's been raining steadily since about 3 o'clock, and I'm so glad we stopped. We got the mileage in that we were aiming for, but we stopped, early as far as like daylight hours go, but we knew the rain was coming, and it actually came on time today. So it is little man all curled up beside me here. Hey daddy, baby. So it's probably gonna be a long night with rain all night long. Really staying dry in here though. A little bit of, some drops here and there. So hopefully it stays dry through the night. We shall see. End of day 6. Night night. Okay, I think Lisa might have had it a little worse than I did. You've got a freaking river around your tent. I have a puddle. I don't know if you can tell how deep this is, but it's like, I don't know, an inch deep all the way around this whole side of my tent over here. But this side's actually pretty dry. But yeah, you've got a lake.
A lake. And how did we not notice that this was like, it was so flat.
It seems, I mean,
I should have moved just slightly that way.
my tent tonight is the most like perfectly flat that I've had it. Like I was
mine
perfectly
such
level.
A flat spot.
So I don't know.
I don't know why the lake is not right
I don't
here.
know why the lake is collecting.
So sad.
But you're pretty dry
Did you
on the
see
inside?
Yeah, I stayed. The foot of my
Yeah.
sleeping bag is wet on the outside, but not the inside.
Okay, good.
And my new fleece liner. It's the best.
She got the like ultra thick one,
Yeah.
like the biggest one that Sea to Summit makes.
Yeah.
So,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, it's worth the $90.
Anything is worth. Buy ones, cry ones, right? All right? So she got her bear canister.
I did.
And I'm gonna admit my fault here. I was waiting for it to let up a little bit before I took my food bag out and fell asleep. So I slept with my food last night. But I do have the odor-proof liner and the Ursack Almighty, so hopefully that actually like worked and the cold rain kept the bears away because we're obviously alive this morning.
Yes.
So
And we survived a lightning storm.
yeah, it was lightning and thundering early this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, I gotta go pee.
Go pee. I just did.
All right, well, doing what I tell people not to do. I'm eating in my tent. Do as I say, not as I do. But according to the weather forecast, to stop at 8, and it is 8, and it is definitely letting up. So I'm gonna finish up breakfast. I got my coffee, yay! And then I need to clean up this mess, and probably try to do most of that from within the tent, since there's puddles and mud everywhere outside. So this is gonna be fun. Oh well, at least it's stopping the rain. Stopping raining, whatever. Blah, I'm not awake yet. So this is what I do with Sobe. For all you people who keep asking what I'm gonna do with my dog when it's cold and wet. Get my hood out. Where's my hood? I have a hood back here somewhere.
Oh,
there it is.
yep.
I got it. Okay. So he goes in here and he's trying to get out right now because like he's excited and saying hello. But hey, tuck back in there. Go on in. There you go. So then these go over him. This little thing that ties right here. I'm doing up right now. See, like that. And he really does lay down in there better than he is at the moment. And then this, oh snap! What? I have to put this on him before I put it on me. But this goes over it and then keeps him dry. Like that. Yay! And then piss. So I'm hiking in the rain. Had to pause for a pretty mossy water crossing here. We don't need water yet, but we thought this was pretty. And the whole misty morning effect gives it this otherworldly, ethereal glow in the early morning. I guess it's not technically early morning any longer. But I thought that was pretty. What time is it now? Like 10? I'll get moving again. 9:51. All things considered, we got up. We didn't even start really moving around, going to the bathroom, getting our food, making breakfast until 7:30 or after. And we were on the trail at 9:30. So with all the extra wiping things down, getting Zobe situated here, like learning how to pack inside the tent, that was an interesting experience. Did you end up packing inside your tent, or did you pull it out?
Mostly till the very end, and then I pulled my rain
Don't let me
pants.
trip.
Don't trip. I pulled my rain pants out and set my backpack on it, and then finished stuffing the top. There's a log.
There's a log. Thank you. She won't let me trip. See?
There's a log.
All right. Yeah, I actually managed to pack my entire backpack in my tent this morning. I don't know how I did it because I thought that was gonna be like the hardest thing ever. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Yep, here we go with more mud. Lisa just took a video of us walking through the mud. Like, this isn't as bad as it was earlier, but it's like, this is why Zobe is being carried today, and why he will be carried through Vermud once we get up there. Our first big up for the day. I got more coming. And no views.
That was a good one.
It's like every day that we're doing the ridgeline walks, there's been no views.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love this type of a trail. The mossy rocks. This reminds me of the Smokies. There's a lot of trails like this in the Smokies. That's where I really cut my teeth on hiking. One of my favorite trails in the Smokies is Ramsay Cascades. It runs along the river for almost the whole trail. And there's a lot of pretty mossy rock like this. It's just so pretty. So I thought I'd film a little bit of this part of the trail. We are about almost halfway into our hike today. Almost 3.5 miles into our 7 miles to Unicoi Gap. This is just a really pretty area. So thought I'd film it for your viewing enjoyment. We never talked about Lisa's new trail name. So I'm gonna let her tell the story of how she was going up or going down Blood Mountain and was like ready to kill a family for a bag of
Potato chips. I was literally dying. I just kind of discovered at the top of Blood Mountain I had no energy. It was the worst day ever. And this like ranger guy told me it was wrong. Tonya saved me to get down the mountain with electrolytes.
she
I
needed
was
electrolytes.
just hangry. I hadn't eaten in 4 days.
You needed salt.
I was like dying, and I'm like going down the mountain, and there's this nice little family pulling out. They did not have these.
No,
They were
but they're
pulling out Cheetos and Doritos and whatever. But if they had pulled out potato chips, they might have died.
Because she would have
I
killed
would have killed for their potato
for
chips.
some Lay's potato chips at that moment.
At least offered them $20 for the little.
For like a little bag of Lay's potato
I
chips, she would have paid
in a
$20
heartbeat.
for it.
In a heartbeat.
And
So,
ever since then, everywhere we've gone, mountain crossings, Dollar General, like anywhere we've been, she's been all about potato chips. Like I don't think I've seen her go without potato chips since then.
I had them for breakfast.
She had them for breakfast. She bought a big bag of Lay's at Dollar General to put into a bunch of little bags, so she has them now. So now Lisa's new trail name is
Potato chips.
Potato Chip. See that street behind me? That's Highway 76. That's where we're going to get picked up today at Unicoi Gap. Almost there. Lisa's a bit behind me. I was busting ahead because I sent a text to Around the Bend to let them know we were running a little late from our arranged meeting time because I think we just took a little bit too long of a potty and snack break and just were kind of going a little bit slower pace talking and stuff, and then I'm like, crap, we're really running late. So sent them a text that I wasn't sure they got, but they did, thank goodness. So I'm ahead of her, but it's gonna end up being okay. They should be here in about 15 to 20 minutes, and I only have about 0.2 of a mile to go to the gap. So I'll be there, meet them, and then she'll get here, and it'll all be good. But yay! Didn't even rain for the second half of today's hike. So little man in here is completely warm and toasty and dry. I took him out at, we stopped about halfway and had snacks, and I took him out and gave him some treats, and he was totally dry. Actually, I think he might have even been a little bit too warm in there, but we'll figure out exactly what he needs to be wearing when I have him in there on rainy days. But today was a warm, rainy day. So here's the deal. Ooh, that was mud. Yeah, hasn't been raining, but it's been extremely muddy. So here's the deal. When I booked Hostel Around the Bend, I was supposed to have been camping for the first 7 days. So my reward for an entire week of camping was supposed to be 3 nights at Hostel Around the Bend. Look, looky look. Woohoo! Here we are. Oh, that's the low. That's what we're looking for. There it is, Unicoi Gap. Woo! And I can see the parking lot ahead of me. So anyway, I booked those 3 nights because I needed to make sure that I had a dog room for Zoe. And originally it was me and Marcy. We were going to take advantage of their slack packing that Around the Bend offers. So tomorrow is slack packing and Friday is slack packing. And those were also going to be our first 2 days slack packing after 7 days of camping and having all of our gear. Well, as you know, we wound up getting the cabin because we all had varying aches and pains and injuries, and we wound up slack packing because it was offered, and hey, why not? So this is not going to be the norm. Like Lisa and I were talking, like we don't have the budget to keep getting hostels and cabins and shuttles and stuff, but I'd already paid for this one. So thankful for the cabin. We ended up needing that, and it was so fun to, catch up with everyone and meet up with Whiskers and Happy Hippie and meet Bouncer and Sticky Buns and all of that. So still don't regret any of that at all. But just so you know, this is not going to be the norm, where we're going to wind up having 2 nights of a cabin, 1 night of camping, 3 nights of a hostel, and slack packing in the middle of all of that. One other thing that is coming up though is a significant drop in temperatures happening this weekend, a couple days from now. So we're just keeping our eye on the weather. There's already warnings about the temperature drop this weekend going out to thru-hikers that is going to be dangerously cold, especially in the upper elevations. So I have tested my gear in low 20s actual temperature with feels like in the teens. I survived, didn't love it, but I survived. Lisa, I don't think is set up for even quite that low, but she definitely isn't set up for lower than that. And quite frankly, I don't really even want to try lower than that. And it looks like it's going to be lower than that. Right now, they're saying in the upper elevations, I will go across the street. In the upper elevations, that it could be even in single digits, and that feels like could be negative. So we don't want that. So we'll see. We're gonna keep our eye on that. But for now, I am at Unicoi Gap, about to get picked up, and we're gonna have a hostel for the next couple of nights. So yay! Did it! We're here! Yay! Hostel Around the Bend. It's our home for the next 3 nights. Maybe 4, actually.
Right? Maybe, hopefully.
Yes. We asked about Saturday, and she's seeing if they have a room for us for Saturday, and if so, we're just going to take a 0. We actually haven't taken a 0 yet.
We haven't.
So we're going to do 17 miles slack packing tomorrow, 6 miles slack packing on Friday. We may just take a 0 on Saturday when the weather turns out sucky and stay another night here.
Yes. Because we do not want to camp.
Or maybe we'll
snow.
take a 0 Friday and like the Blue Ridge slack packing on Saturday before the weather turns. I don't know, but we're figuring it out.
Yes.
But we are definitely here for the next 3 nights. And look, there's my tent hanging, the yellow one back there, and her tent's hanging over there, the green one.
And flowers are blooming.
And flowers are blooming. Yes, we were passing all these trees that are starting to bloom. The warm weather brought it out, so we're gonna freeze this weekend.
I know.
Look how cute this place is. I'm gonna take you on a little tour. This is what I was expecting to be picked up in, actually. Yes. So see, they have their cute van all painted, and then they have the hikers sign it. So we have to sign the van.
All right, I gotta get my cane.
See, here's people's signatures. How fun is this? Too much fun. I love it. Keep smiling and walking home. Oh, there's Alicia. Hey, hi Alicia. Who else do I know on here? I haven't even been looking at the names. I've just been taking videos of it. This is so much fun. I love it. Oh, there's Funky Town. Funky Town. It's my friend Sue. I know that I'm pretty sure, I think Mischief stayed here. And I think, oh, that's cute. Tex was here. How fun is this? I think Eric stayed here too, Strider. Super cute. But yeah, here we are. Look how cute this is. Oh, there's flowers blooming. You know me and my flowers. I gotta get excited about daffodils again. Oh, too funny. Look how cute this is. Look how pretty. Aww. And they have a shoe tree too. We need to ask about that. People hang up their shoes here and give up, or they bought new shoes in Hiawassee? I don't know. So cute. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to people. Okay, potato chip and no trail names, Tonya and Zoe. This is the first time I've actually been inside. I've only been outside before. My dog got inside before I did.
Oh, is that your mom?
Yes.
Oh, he or she's been running all around.
Oh, he thinks he owns the place.
Yeah, he's been everywhere. So.
Oh, baby, crazy little man. I've been having too much fun signing the van. Are you Gordon?
No.
No, I don't know who
Gordon's
Gordon.
in town.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't know who Gordon is. I haven't met him yet.
Gordon's got a big old beard.
Okay. Well, like everyone else
He's
does
only
around here.
hug.
That's a good idea. This is so cute. This makes me very excited. Laundry! And it's nice and warm in here too. All kinds of supplies everywhere. They've got resupply, they got more towels, they got everything. These are clothes that we can wear while we're doing laundry. Zoe is getting a drink, he's very happy. They've got a whole resupply corner over there with all kinds of food and hiking and camping gear. Pretty cool. This is where you're gonna find me for the next 4 days. Right here. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So we have one of these cute little cottages. This one's ours. Aww. It's not much, it's just a room. But it's a room. Zoe is very happy with Lisa over here, all cuddled up. Ooh, it is nice and warm in here now.
It's not. I'm like, I'm warm.
It feels good. It's chilly out there. We got our little heater over here going. Our explosion of our packs hanging things up to dry that did get wet last night. Although honestly, my tent actually kept everything pretty dry. But Lisa had more of a lake around hers than I did.
I also stuffed some wet things in my pack, so.
Oh, so other things got wet.
as I was hiking.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's not much, but you know what? It is home for the next couple of nights, and we're excited about it. And it's not gonna get wet. And Zoe's like, hey, I don't have to share a sleeping bag with mommy, because he gets mad every time I move. And he starts going every time I move.
Got it under control. You wake up each day different. Another reason for me to keep holding on. I ain't attached to any way you're showing up.